Press the Black Ops. You see it. Let's get it. Tech jobs rescind offer. Some tech jobs are you hired as a college uh, graduate. Then when you go to the job, it's not there anymore, which is crazy. Because if you move to a major city or big city, you could be paying your rent up, making moves to go there. Then all of a sudden, when you're ready to go, we were hiring, right? Congratulations, ripped up. So, once again, quick article, let's read it. U.S. tech companies yank job offers, leaving college grads scrambling. This is from Reuters. One by one over the last week, May Twitter rang up some members of its incoming class of new hires who had recently graduated from college and revoked their job offer in a 15-minute call, according to some recipients. It was traumatic. An incoming associate product manager living in Toronto told Reuters she received the bad news at 10:45 p.m. A video call that her position has been eliminated. Since then, she has raced to find new employment to order to secure her U.S. work visa. Right? Once again, people got visas on the line, and because you don't have work and you have a work visa, right? You got to go back. More than 20,500 tech workers in the United States lost their jobs so far this year, according to layoffs. The website that monitors job cuts, the number of tech layoffs in May only skyrocketed 780% over 4 months of the year combined, according to an outplacement firm. But recent graduates like Guru, who graduated from the University of Waterloo and studied financial management and computer science, represent a new dimension to the cutbacks as their nascent careers are eliminated before they even begin. The trend reflects a new austerity sweeping across some parts of the tech industry, such as crypto and venture capital backed companies. All right, so we know the crypto market is substantially down. So, of course, those companies are cutting back, but a lot of other companies are cutting back. With crypto firms, the belt tightening is due to the recent crash in cryptocurrency price, and venture capitalist backed companies are also cutting costs to avoid going back to the market for additional funding. Crypto firm Coinbase laid off 18% of its staff last month. Payment firms Klarna and Bolt Financials collectively laid off over 900 people, while majors named like Meta Platforms and Uber have said they slowed or have a hiring freeze on. Yeah, I was actually interviewing with a large company, and they had a hiring freeze. So, um, guess it's happening. So, what appears to be a counter trend in the great resignation of 2022, when legions quit for new jobs, some tech job seekers now face cost cuts and hiring freeze amid a four-decade high inflation, a war raging in Ukraine, and ongoing pandemic. In the case of those who were poised to join Twitter, billionaire Elon Musk also caused stress. Mark Musk agreed to buy Twitter for 44 billion, dollars, but in recent tweets have raised questions about when and if the acquisition will complete. To be sure, the hiring sector as a whole has remained strong, according to some expert staff and consulting firms. Tech roles in healthcare, finance industries are strong, as well as in information technology. But the incoming class of new hires out of college losing their job offer now is especially damaging as they are locked out of companies like Meta Platform, Alphabet, and other giant companies which are already secured their new class of hires, right? So once you accept a job, of course, you stop interviewing, and now you locked out of those companies that were hiring their recent graduates. Lucas Duran, electrical engineer from Canada, who was set to start his new job as a software engineer at Bolt. While on vacation a few weeks ago, he received an email stating his offer was rescinded. Bolt announced that he Bolt announced it would lay off in late May, citing economic condition. It felt a bit like a race against the clock before we see the bigger economic downturn. Pretty soon, I'm going to be competing against people graduating in 2023, which is crazy. Limited option. At least 40% of college graduates had lost job offers in the past few months, according to LinkedIn posts and Google spreadsheets that circulated online to help those affected find new jobs. As of Tuesday, 22 recent grads have listed on a spreadsheet have offers rescinded from Twitter, and 9 people were listed from Coinbase. In a statement, Twitter said it acknowledged that it rescinded the offers, could put candidates in a difficult position, and said it's offering compensation for those affected. That's cool. They're trying to, because like I said, if you went to a big city, you bought an apartment, or you made some moves because you believed you had a job, right? I think that's actually a lawsuit, but Coinbase pointed on its June 2nd blog post that it said the decision to rescind a number of offers were not made lightly, but was necessary to ensure we are only going in the highest priority areas. A recent graduate from University of California, Davis, who was originally from Hong Kong, has until September 29th to find a job or be forced to leave the United States. Once again, if you got work visas and you don't secure your job, you have to go back. Ho had accepted a job position at the content marketing specialist for an online grocery store called Weed before his position was rescinded. As a non-citizen who needs a new employer to sponsor her work, my options are very limited, she said. She canceled a lease for a new apartment in San Francisco Bay, pulled out of vacation plans with friends, and will now spend the next 3 months networking for a new job during the day, submitting applications at night. I planned everything around that job. Many affected graduates took to LinkedIn to express their disappointment, detail how the company rescinded offers, upended plans for cross-country moves, and asked for referrals to the new employees. Graduates who spoke to Reuters said they were surprised by the level of outreach from people offering to help, still stinging the loss of their dream jobs are lingering. One recent graduate who was set to join Coinbase and did not want to be named due to the ongoing job hunt said just a week before losing his job offer, he had received an email from Coinbase reassuring us that the company did not plan to back away from existing offers. So that is crazy. I was disappointed for a few reasons. I don't think leadership would make that decision. While companies may be saving some money in the short term, they're risking potential catastrophic reputational damage. Just think about how unfair that is for people you're rescinding their offer from. You're putting them in a painful situation. So once again, be careful with who you interview. Even in tech jobs, some of those jobs are getting rescinded. We know it's a tough job market. A lot of people are planning for upcoming recession. I don't know if it's going to be recession. Like you said, other parts of tech is hiring and some parts are not. Once again, be careful out there. Professional Black Ops, when you get a job, make sure it is a job. Once again, be careful in those cybersecurity streets. Please subscribe.
The top tech companies are facing hiring freezes and layoffs due to cost-cutting measures. According to the tech jobs tracking site layoffs.fyi, at least 66 tech firms handed out more than 16,000 pink slips in recent months. The layoffs come after tech firms hired aggressively in late 2020 and 2021.
Meanwhile, companies like Twitter and Meta have implemented hiring freezes, citing disappointing earnings. Some tech firms like Lyft and Microsoft insist they are only slowing down hiring in particular departments rather than company-wide. Still a hiring freeze, still a slowdown. For more on this, we're joined now by our tech reporter, that's Dan Patterson. Dan, how would you assess the current state of the job market out there on Silicon Valley?
Well, Tony, look, it's still a very robust industry. It is funded primarily by venture capital, and these early stage companies still continue to raise money. That's companies at Series A, Series B, meaning they're getting their cash from venture capital in the less than $1 billion round. But these billion-dollar companies, they're called unicorns. Those companies are suffering right now, in large part because of what you just indicated. They hired up during the pandemic, and a lot of these jobs, at least according to our reporting and reporting by TechCrunch and other outlets, is that they're simply reducing a lot of the redundancy and kind of pulling back from the expansion during the pandemic stage.
Dan, the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, obviously we've discussed, has been crashing. Has that been having an effect on the tech jobs market too?
Lana, cryptocurrency is the exception. Look, the entire Web3 or crypto industry, it is going through a really traumatic period. Right now, you can watch the price of Bitcoin free fall. It is at its lowest price in years and years. And look, this is impacting the entire crypto industry. We have seen not just job freezes at companies like Coinbase, which recently hired up very rapidly. They paid incredible salaries, and they offered jobs ahead of time. So if you were a PhD student, you could hire, or even immigrants, you could hire very early at these companies. A lot of those companies have not only stopped hiring, they've rescinded job offers. Coinbase is in a heck of a lot of trouble right now.
Wow. All right. So do you think that these companies will bounce back, or are we going to, as a society, start churning our own butter and being compelled around by horse? Yeah.
Yeah, look, the rest of the tech industry, I think, is going to be just fine, especially the B2B, and that's the business technology sector. But crypto, Web3, if it were me, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Wow.
All right. Good news.
Very clear. We got that clear. It's got investment advice there.
All right. Dan Patterson. Thank you.
Good to see you.